This is Kathy DeBoer, Executive Director at the American Volleyball Coaches Association. This recruiting tip of the week is brought to you by the Great Plains region, an affiliate partner of the American Volleyball Coaches Association. In this recruiting tip of the week, we will share advice from Kerri Walsh-Jennings, a four-time Olympic medalist, currently training for her 6th Olympic Games. Kerri visited with the 350 student athletes who were headed to the AVCA Phenom College Prep Talent Showcase in Omaha when COVID forced a postponement. All these participants had waited since March for a chance to be seen and now would need to wait until April 24th of 2021 after the Division I dead period was lifted.
If 2020 has taught me anything, it's just that we can all have a plan, and it's so important to have plans and goals in life, but life is going to throw stuff in your path. And at some point you have to get very uncomfortable being your path creator and off-roading, because success, your way to college, your way to your scholarship, my way to the Olympics is never going to be a linear, gradual ascension. It's going to be crazy.
For the last 10 years, Kerri has joined us in person to speak to our Phenom participants. Here's her advice.
Something that I'll start by saying, because I usually get this at every convention. This is one of the questions, where some athletes haven't been recruited yet. Some athletes everyone's at a different point in their path toward, being a collegiate student athlete. Some people will go to JC before they go to a four-year college. There's so many different divisions. And what I just wanted to let you know is that your path is your path. And your timeline is going to be different than everyone else's. And something that I strive to live in this way every day. And if I could have done it in high school, it would have saved me so much grief. But just don't compare where you're at to anybody else. It's just not fair. And there's so many different variables that go into all of these things. And so I just want to let you know that where you're at is perfect. Put action behind your priorities. If you want to go somewhere, if you want more attention from anything, be proactive about it, and have hope and be excited. And if you just believe and if you work toward it, that positive energy attracts great momentum. I feel like if you write your letters and you send your videos and, you put a lot of heart and sincerity behind that, that's all you can control. Just expect the best. Trust your intuition also. Keep reaching out. And I think as long as you're not doing anything out of fear or panic, it's going to be okay. Everyone's in the same boat as you. Can you guys raise your hands? Anyone else feeling the same with regard to recruiting? Who's stressed about the recruiting process right now? Everyone's in the same boat. Keep working on you. Take it day to day. Do outreach sincerely, and just, know it's going to work out and you're going to end up where you're meant to be. So if you take advantage of these days where you're not being seen, but you're training and you're mastering your craft, I get asked the question all the time, how do I stand out? How do I keep leveling up? You level up in this game by mastering the fundamentals and by having enthusiasm. The energy you show up with, that is what makes people pay attention. You could be the biggest star on the planet, but if you have bad energy and bad attitude, everyone's gonna who cares? Train your attitude, train your mindfulness, and those are very powerful things.
And that is our recruiting tip of the week. Thanks for your membership in the Great Plains region.